Greetings from Costa Rica. Today I'm summarizing the 3 simple reasons that people fail in their attempt to move to Costa Rica and find a happy life here. They all point to one solution, a recipe for success to move to Costa Rica and be happy here. First and foremost, I've lived here for 14 years and seen a ton of people come and go over the years. And yes, there is a large percentage of expats who move to Costa Rica and end up going home for the simple reason, first of all, that they don't find fulfillment here in Costa Rica. They're sitting at home imagining this move to the tropics, and a lot of people imagine that simply moving to Costa Rica is going to bring a huge positive change in your lifestyle, your emotions, and really that just being in Costa Rica is going to be enough to really feel fulfilled. And that's simply not the case. A lot of people who come down don't have a job, they don't really have a social network, they don't have a lot of the things that typically bring a person fulfillment in their life. And quickly they find out that there's not too much to do here in Costa Rica if you don't have a job, a family, soccer, all of the things that normally occupy somebody to keep their life going. They end up bored and unfulfilled. And simply being in a beautiful place doesn't provide that fulfillment itself. You need to have some source of that reason to get out of your bed in the morning. People need to have stuff to do, and you have to have meaningful relationships. Second of all, people fail in Costa Rica simply because they make bad relationships once they're down here. I see a ton of expats who really, the sole reason that they don't succeed in Costa Rica is that they put their trust in the wrong person from the get-go, and they end up with a terrible project with their construction of their home. They end up buying a bad car. They end up having all of these interactions that are negative because they put their trust in the wrong people, and that leads to the problems that send that expat packing for home. Finally, the third simple reason people fail in Costa Rica are bad business ideas. I see a ton of people who come down hoping to start their new enterprise and life here in Costa Rica. You all need to remember that the failure rate for new businesses is pretty substantial even in developed countries where people speak the language and have access to all kinds of infrastructure that makes starting a business easier. Huge numbers of expats move to Costa Rica hoping to start their business, and a very large percentage of those folks end up packing and heading home because their business doesn't work out here. Now, this all points to one simple solution and a recipe for success here. And really, to succeed in Costa Rica, you need to do a lot of groundwork and research. And frankly, the best way to move here and succeed can be to really put in months renting a property, exploring the country, and figuring out what it means to live in Costa Rica before you've taken the commitment of purchasing a property. First, you need to figure out how you're going to find fulfillment here and whether or not living in the tropics is actually going to bring that to you. Second of all, you need to get a real feel for the people who are honest, hardworking, trustworthy, and going to actually help you in your relocation. And third, you need to really understand, if you're considering opening a business here, how the local economy operates. Ideally, you need to speak the language, and you need to understand 1,000 different cultural nuances that'll make it more difficult for you to start a business here. If you take the time to lay that groundwork and really understand Costa Rica and what it means to live here before you take the plunge, you're already on a much better path towards success and towards permanent relocation. Thanks for watching. If you like straightforward information about Costa Rica, do be sure to subscribe to my channel. Pura vida.